It was a bright sunny day in McCook, Nebraska. The sun was shining down on the leaf, basking in the sunlight. The leaf was using the sunlight, otherwise known as solar energy, to make food from carbon dioxide and water, which is also known as the process of photosynthesis. The chemical reaction for photosynthesis is 6CO2 plus 6H2O turns into C6H12O6 plus 6O2. Yo! First stage of photosynthesis is known as light-dependent reaction. In this reaction, the sun must be present. In this stage, solar energy is captured and stored. Energy is captured by photosystems, which contain chlorophyll, which captures light found on the thylakoid membrane. They are also captured by stomata, which are small openings in the leaf. When the energy is captured, it wakes up the electrons and energizes them to move along the electron transport chain.
Howdy, y'all! The water, or H2O, absorbed into the plant is broken into hydrogen ions, electrons, and oxygen. Oxygen, also known as O, then leaves as waste from the plant, but before it leaves, it finds another oxygen to pair with to make O2. Hydrogen is pumped into the thylakoid membrane. Glucose is not produced in this stage.
Chlorophyll continues absorbing energy from the sun. Chlorophyll is found inside chloroplasts. Chloroplasts contain the grana, which are stacks of thylakoids, stroma, which is the liquid surrounding it, and lamella, which acts as chloroplasts. The electrons become energized. The hydrogen electrons are added to NADP to form NADPH, which is recycled. Hydrogen builds up the thylakoid membrane and is transported into the thylakoid by electrons. When hydrogen ions build up in the membrane, with the help of diffusion, they are released out of the membrane, creating a concentration.
What's up? Hydrogen passes through the protein channel, also known as the ATP synthase. This protein channel is a special enzyme when ATP is made. As hydrogen ions go through the channel, a phosphate is added to ADP, which is used for the second stage.
The second stage of photosynthesis uses energy from the first stage to make glucose. This stage is called light-independent reaction. This reaction does not need solar energy and can take place anytime. This reaction gets energy from the ATP and NADPH molecules. The Calvin cycle is the Can we redo this? No. The second stage of photosynthesis uses energy from the first stage to make glucose. This stage is called light-independent reaction. This reaction does not need solar energy and can take place anytime. The reaction gets energy from the ATP and NADPH molecules. The Calvin cycle is a series of reactions that occur during this stage.
The Calvin cycle uses carbon dioxide, or CO2, ATP, and NADPH to make simple sugars. Step to the Calvin cycle. CO2 molecules are added to a 5-carbon chain called ribulose, making a 6-carbon chain. The 6-carbon chain is then broken down into 2 3-carbon chains.
After splitting up the 6-carbon chain, ATP is now back to ADP, and NADPH is now back to NADP. One of the 3-carbon chains leave the cycle while the others stay. The remaining carbon cycle will be built back into a 5-carbon chain. In conclusion, light energy is captured into plants to create chemical energy, or glucose. This is a repeating cycle. That is photosynthesis.